something different than I did yesterday. That topic is not canceled. So I will keep going with the openBIM Harmony framework. I would keep exploring it soon, but today I want to do some work, some proper work, and I thought that this should be interesting to share with you as well. While I do that, I don't have anything to hide, so I think, yeah, it would be cool to share these things with you. So what I'm going to do is that I'm in the process of setting up something called ifcpipeline to do some automations, IFC automations, involving some tool called N8N. And yeah, this takes quite a while. I managed to set up everything and started to work on creating some workflows. But Jonathan, the person who has shared this repository. By the way, this is free and open source. So he shared this as a GitHub repo. He has made some changes because it was a bit complex to do it on Mac. And I provided some feedback, and he applied those things. And now I'm going to test again the first step, which is to install this thing. So you can go here and read more about what this exactly is. But yeah, it's a fast API-based service for processing industry IFC integrated with N8N for workflow automation. So kind of he packaged everything in one package that you can install on Docker, on Docker on your computer or on a server. You can deploy it, and you can run automations. This tool, N8N, it's a free tool, free open source. It can also be, you can also buy it if you want to just start doing automations. But if you can host it yourself. You can host it offline on your computer for free, and you can also host it on a server if you have. Like in my case, I'm using also DigitalOcean, but right now I'm going to try to install it on my computer offline and on a Mac, and it's been a bit tricky. There were some packages that were not properly updated and so on. So Jonathan has added these things, and now I'm going to test how that works. And here you can see like why I want to do that is because this is how a workflow can look like, and you can also involve AI. And yeah, I have some pretty interesting ideas. So if you want to learn more about these things, stay tuned. I'd love to hear from you. Leave me a comment. Let me see this. And yeah, actually, sorry for not sharing my screen. So I will share my entire screen. This is the repo I was talking about. If you search for ifcpipeline on GitHub, if you just search GitHub and ifcpipeline, you will get this repo, and you will find this, and you will see what you can do. Here is, for example, a sample of a workflow where he downloads some models. I think here he is reading them or whatever he does here, and then he does 3 operations. One is IFC CSV, where you can export and import data using this information like quantity takeoff and stuff like that. Information takeoff as well. IFC Clash, here he runs IFC Clash, and here he runs the IDS, automated check for his models. So yeah, if you're keen to learn more about these things, like I said, stay tuned. This is the tool N8N that I'm talking about. It's also another open source project, free as well. Like you can also go for their paid, but they also have this public repository, and you can see it. Yeah, the power of open source, people. This is the power of open source, and that's exactly that's exactly what it can become also Bonsai and IFC OpenShell. Okay, so I'm not sure how this is going to take and if I'm going to succeed. I'm going to use ChatGPT. I don't have experience with Docker. I don't have experience with IFC OpenShell. I don't have experience with anything. I just know what I want to do, and I'm going to use my terminal and ChatGPT as a guide. And I know I can find and make it work because I did it already, right? So let's see. I staged everything from my previous setup. I would love to hear from you. If you hear me, if you have a comment or something, leave me a comment and tell me if you can see my screen. I would appreciate that. So yeah, thank you. So here I have my previous setup, but I would have to close it because yeah, it's not connected anymore. Okay, so if you want to find this, you just search for IFC pipeline. And again, like the idea here is I want to build some automations using for IFC. For that, we need IFC OpenShell. We need this platform, which is going to be N10 in this case, like this backend where everything is going to happen. And that's why I'm using this, because this is a bundle of tools of IFC OpenShell, but not full IFC OpenShell, but some functionalities of IFC OpenShell. And here we can see what we can use. We can use IFC CSV, export and import, CSV, XLS, ODS, IFC Clash, IFC Tester for IDS, IFC Diff, model comparison, IFC Convert, format conversion, IFC 5D, quantity takeoff calculations, IFC2 JSON, IFC Patch, if you want to execute some patches, IFC Classifier, machine learning based element classification. This is very interesting. I'm looking forward to see how that works. IFC Viewer, web-based 3D viewer, N10 integration. This is the tool which allows you to use all these things. Okay, enough talk. Let's get some action. Let's see if I got any. Yes, I can see. Okay. Thank you, Ahmed. Thank you, Edmund. Hey, guys. Hey, welcome. Welcome aboard. Thanks for joining. Yeah. Are you aware of this tool, IFC pipeline and N10? I think I heard more people in our industry using N10, but not so many actually building any useful processes. And that's exactly what I want to do. I want to do some workflows, to build some workflows that are useful. And I have a lot of ideas, so let's see what we can get. Cool. So now let's see, change it. Yeah, I stashed everything. So like I told you, I already checked everything. Jonathan has made some changes, and now I want to try to reinstall his new, his updated repository and see if this will work or not for me. So we will do this, fast forward, and we see this is what happens. Now I will need Docker. Let's see if I have Docker. If I have it fired up. Docker. No. Then I will have to launch it, and it's here. Docker is like something, a virtual space where you can install things. And we can see that I already have this, right? Which was from before. And you can see how big this image is and so on. Yeah, it's like a separate space of your computer. I don't know, I'm not an expert on these things, but that's how I see it. It's like a container where you just put everything in there and it's separate of your computer, right? And it's run through this platform, which is also free and open source. Cool. So now I will say that I already, because I don't know exactly what I have to do. So I executed pull and it worked. Now I already have an image on Docker. So what do I do with that? Do we create another one, or let's see, because I'm not sure if I'm using the same. I think so, yeah. So you don't need to create another image and you don't need to delete. Okay, cool. So rebuild the images. Okay, cool. So now I'm going to use this command. I just copy paste from the right to the left. And now we are launching this thing. It's going to take few, I don't know, 1 or 2 minutes, I guess. We'll see. We'll see. Let's see if we get any questions so far. Any questions? No, not so much. All right. No problem. Let's get back. Let's get back here. I think, where are we? 7 of 13, 11 of 12. Yeah, we see we have IFC convert worker working, IFC patch worker. Again, I can't explain this much better than I did it, but I don't think it's important to understand necessarily everything what's happening here. It's just important that to know that there are some tools that have been packaged together so that you can install and fire up and just do something with that, right? That's the ignorant explanation, if you'd like. Okay, see, it's good so far. We didn't get any error, so that's a good sign, because first time I tried to install, I spent a few hours. I think in total I spent 3-4 hours back and forth, and I had to figure out and to do a lot of debugging with ChatGPT because there were some things that were not working. Okay, so now they work. So thank you, Jonathan. You updated everything. So now we see everything is built. All these workers, IFC classifier, IFC clash worker, IFC convert, IFC viewer, IFC tester, IFC 5D, and so on. So now I will just copy paste this into ChatGPT. Everything got installed, so that I get the next steps. Okay, it's giving me 2 responses on a new version. What are the next steps? Please don't give me too many steps in advance. I'm using the ChatGPT 5 version. Okay, so now we're trying this. Yeah, so we're firing up Docker, and after that we list to see which services are working. So there are 2 commands in one. Let's see. We see that we already have Redis, pipeline IFC viewer, recreated, running. Okay, and they have to be started and running. And now, like, this is the beautiful part with ChatGPT, that I have this and I can just copy paste all this nonsense. But yeah, this is just listing which workers are working. Let me see why those workers are restarting. They are likely missing. Okay, yeah, let me give it actually this. Maybe it can help. Because we have everything running, started. Okay, so now if you want to test this, so everything is up, cool. If we want to see if this works or not, we have to go here. Oh, not go to, but like just the HTTP, this URL, and we get this. So it means that we have everything working, and now we can see what we can do. What are the functions on here? We can check the health. We can use something get job. We can do conversion. We can use which file operations we can do. We can upload. We can create download link. Download with token, download from URL, and so on. I don't know exactly how I'm going to use these things, so I'm going to use ChatGPT. I just know that these are the things that. Why do we need this? This is to connect in NA10, right? NA10 is going to be like where we define the workflows, but then we have to, we want to access IFC OpenShell functionalities. And IFC OpenShell functionalities, it's here. It's happening in this, on this page right here. Okay, so I'm going to close this, and I'm going to authorize this. I need, okay, for example, I need an API key. And I can share that with you because I don't care, it's local, so you can't do anything with that. How do I check my API key for API key? Because there is a command that I'm going to put here, and we'll take it. Here Here's how to check it. Yeah, so I can open that, or not possible to use a command for this Docker running, because I think I could do that as well, I guess. Yes, yeah. Huh. Okay, yeah. So I'm going to do this, and it will give me that this is my API key, BIMvoice-ifc. So I'm going to use this here to authorize, and it's authorized. You can see here authorized, and now I'm going to close this. So let me drag this so I don't have anything in the middle. Cool, option 2. Cool, thank you very much. Now, how do I test if it works or not? I have to try to upload a model or something like that. Upload the tiny IFC, get the job ID, check your job status, and so on. Test upload in your terminal, run this, replace, oh, okay. In my terminal, can't I just upload on that docs page? Because I think that's what I want to do. I think I can do it on that page, and it should work. Yes. Yeah, so I will go to the page. I authorize this, the API, and then I will go and use post upload, post file, upload file. I go here, file type. I cannot, let's see, try it out. Now, file type, IFC. And I'm going to use something, IFC, not here, IFC model samples, and I'm going to take, of course, the house because it's quite small. It's extremely small, and successful response. We got this. So it looks like it works. Otherwise, we wouldn't have gotten that. String. Yeah, at least that's what I think. Media type. I don't know if this has path. If this has anything to do. Yeah. Let's see. If I copy paste this, let's ask ChatGPT. This is what I see. How do I know if it's working or not? Yeah, I hope you enjoy my conversation with ChatGPT, guys. So, yeah. Let's see. Can you tell me if you can see my screen? That would be a real bummer if that's not happening. Let me turn on the light here so you can see my face as well. This one. Right. So, post, try out, scroll down. Oh, I have to have an execute. Where is the execute? I don't see. It's here. Okay. Maybe now because I don't have a dot here. Let's try one more time. Execute. No. So we get an error. Let's go back to ChatGPT and see what we can do to figure this out. I think it's something about some IP or something like that. Detailed unsupported file type, because it sees, I uploaded the zip version. Yeah, my bad, guys. Is this one? Execute. Still not working. Let's copy this. Let's go back and let's see. Because it was still not working. Let's see if we look at this file detail unsupported file type. That's weird. It is an you're hitting the wrong endpoint URL. You're posting to upload, not the extra. What? So maybe it has something to do with this. No. IFC. Let me type like that. Now it worked. So we didn't need to use the dot here. Okay, cool. I guess we are up and running. Successful response, right? Step, check the files really exist. Huh. Okay, because I uploaded this file. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it's here. Wow. This is really cool. Run on IDS validation. I will not do that. I will not do that. I know it works, okay? So I will just say that I want to start working in N10. I will stop here. I want to focus on N8N. Now, please. All right, so we should get yeah, so this is the website we access to connect to our N8N. And I'll have to create, no, it still was there. So if you don't see this, you are going to have to put a user, a name, and the email, and the password. So like creating an account, your first account, right? And you guessed it, guys. Like this is what you're going to see. And you create a workflow. You click here and you start here. And you create a workflow. I'm going to just open this one. I don't have anything in it, actually. But yeah, I want to start with this. So what do I want to do? What do I want to do here? I'm going to do this. I want to take a model. So there are different triggers that I could use, but in this case, I just want to take a model, take an IFC model. I want to start with something extremely simple, okay? So I'm going to, what I want to do, validate an IFC model using IDS. That's it. Not more complicated than that, right? Here, okay, I'm going to take that stuff and put it here. Take an IFC model, then run an IDS on it, and then publish the report. Do something with the report, right? There are more things we could do here. Publish the report. So here we could, for example, open the HTML report to see all the checks. Or we could also do something, send the report by email to specific stakeholders. Now, like I already told you, the startup, in the beginning, I don't want to do something very complex. I'm just learning how this tool works, right? This and the IFC OpenShell stuff. So the IFC pipeline completely, right? So let's try to do that, because that's the goal here. If we look, let's see, do we find any examples here? Yeah, here we have only like this image looks like it's happening. We have something more before, but yeah, downloads a model, and then I think it lists them in this node, and then it runs these different things. Okay, so do we see any other examples? Architecture diagram, not here. Okay, so this is like, you can also follow this discussion, these instructions, I mean. But yeah, like that's the best part when you have ChatGPT, because you can skip reading all this. You just go out and do it. Okay, so now I don't have any idea about how we are going to build that, but that's kind of what we have to do. You'd love to hear it in Japanese. What do you mean? You would love to hear it in Japanese? Me speaking Japanese? I don't speak Japanese, unfortunately. Let's see if I have any settings about captions. Audio, video, no. Audio, show advanced, no, I don't have. There is nothing here, so I'm not sure. LinkedIn user I have here. Not sure how would that work, to be honest. Hey guys, I see that there are 6 people here. Hey, say hello. Don't be so shy. Come on. Okay. All right, so let's see. Take an IFC model. We have different ways to do that. So cool. Now, like, this is my idea. My idea is that we have to have something that starts our workflow, and that can be like a trigger, a manual trigger. When I click on something, or like a more something that could make more sense would be something like, for example, when a new file, a new model is uploaded to a specific folder, then take that file, check it, and provide a report, right? That's kind of how it is. But let's see what else we could do instead of that. Great. Now I want to make an IDS validator. So which nodes should I use as a trigger? For example, to be able to upload, or to be prompted to upload an IFC model. Let's see. I know there is that trigger when you click. There is that click. Oh, it can also watch a local folder. I think that's what it's going to do. Actually, yeah, I can do that. You don't want automating, you want manual or webhook. Click execute workflow, webhook gives you. What about if when a folder, no, when a model, a new model is copied into a specific folder on my local Mac? Let's see, because that would be like the same approach which you do for Google Drive or SharePoint or any other CD for that matter. You'll have a workflow that watches your folder on your Mac. Okay, let's see. What is the node to watch a local folder in N8N? Oh, I wrote, but it understands. Okay, so it doesn't have it. Watch local folder, but you can still do it two ways depending on what you need. Schedule trigger, execute command, then use the function of, oh, okay, so this will be a bit too complex because ideally, I don't want to get on that, but maybe I will do that. I'm not sure. The setup to connect Google to local local install for anything is not so nice. It's quite hairy. So let's see here. Usually, what you would do, Drive or SharePoint. Let's see, Microsoft SharePoint. Yeah, but it's the same. Google Drive. So I would use this on changes to a specific file, on changes involving a specific folder. So I would use this one, right? You have to connect here, and I have to see how I do that. But yeah, the idea is this, right? So let me convert these nodes into this workflow, into nodes. So I'm doing this. Then we want to use IFC. We don't see them. And that's the next step. I want to see the nodes, the IFC nodes here, the IFC pipeline nodes. I can't see the IFC pipeline nodes in NA10. I think I have to install it from, yeah, I have to go to settings, save, let me save first. And I have to go to community nodes, install a community node, and it's something about NA10. Let's search IFC pipeline. I think it was. Oh, browse. Let's browse. NA10 community node, IFC pipeline. Let's see if it finds it. IFC pipeline is this one. Deng. Okay, so I am going to copy this name, and then I go back here because we want these nodes, right? I understand the risks and I install. We want to have this. We don't want to build them custom. So now they are installed here, and we can see 9 nodes are installed here. IFC CSV, IFC clash detection, IFC conversion, blah, blah, blah. So I'll go back and I will go here. And now when we press on this and type on IFC, we see, yes, there we go. And to run an IDS, we need IFC tester. So validate IFC file against an IDS specification. And I'm not going to go through this right now. Just we take it step by step, okay? We lay out the groundwork first. And then let's say that after I do that, I want to send email, send Gmail, send, no, Gmail. I will just do this and get a message, draft actions, create a draft, get a draft, mark, remove, send a message. Yeah. So I'll just leave this. So this is the skeleton of what we are building, and the simplified way, because there is a very high chance that these nodes might not be enough, but that's what I like. This is the idea behind, right? Like if we want to run an automation, we want to have something like this. We want to watch a folder, and every time we get a new model, we want a report, and we want somebody to be informed on that information. Otherwise, we could also do something else, which would be like a front end. Do we have no dashboard? No. How to call that? HTML? No, but like to publish something to a page, landing page? No. Yeah, but yeah, that could be or have a front end. I will have to page with reports and the tracker. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm going to try to do. This is the first step. I have more ideas for the future, but this is the first step. And yeah, I think I'm going to keep it at that for now. So it's not it is not too long and too complicated. Hey, Christian, nice to meet you. Thank you for joining. Have you tested N8N or IFC OpenShell or this kind of stuff? And the idea here is that in the future, we can also involve, like, yes, we have this, but this is not enough. Let's say that we can also involve an AI agent here. And this AI agent can do some interesting things for us, right? I don't know, maybe it's formatting, it's writing the email. We want it to write the email and so on. But that's the idea. We want to involve AI in this workflow, okay? So this is the start of this chapter, guys, of this project. I hope you are as excited as me, and I hope you are going to keep following. And I would love to hear your thoughts from this, your ideas. Which automations, workflows do you imagine be building using these things that I just showed you so far? And if you think this could be useful for you, I would love to hear your thoughts on that. Thank you for joining. I really appreciate you taking the time.